Mm, I'm here, not on my computer. What are you doing? I'm here. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. My goodness. I look very unhappy, and I'm not. um, I forgot my glasses. I don't know where they are. So I can read the comments, but I'm going to be squinting a lot. So don't worry. All right. Can you hear me okay? Did I get everything set up good? All right. I'll just wait for one of you to say, yes, we can hear you. And then I will I will move on. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Heather, Jill, Diane. I'm leaning in and squinting a lot because I don't know where my glasses are. They're probably in another room. If you didn't figure it out already, I'm home. Barb is at her retreat. Thank you, Heather. Barb's at the retreat, and I have a virtual today. So I figured I'm just going to stay home today. That means we may be interrupted with barking dogs. It's hard to say. Um, and yeah, I'm going to be staring here and looking down. I'm going to do the whole thing because I'm the only one here reading the comments. And I can't read those comments because they're way too far away. So, all right, I'm just checking. So it's sunny today in Illinois, Beth, because it is not sunny today. It is very gray and overcast. It's very fall right now. It says it's 68, so it's beautiful, but there is no sunshine. But that's okay. It's totally fine. So, ooh, I almost dropped that on the floor. Let's see here. Where do I want to start? I don't have a lot for you today. So if you have questions for me, or if you want to throw any information out there that you want, you can, because I don't know what we're going to talk about. We have a few things. Number one, I have a very, very important, serious public service announcement I would like to make. If you are one of my friends out there who does not have bangs and you're thinking to yourself, I think I want to cut my bangs. No, you don't. You don't, because then you're going to want to grow them out and they're going to drive you crazy. So either commit to it fully or don't do it at all. I just want you to say that. I needed to say that to you because I'm having one of those moments. And I was trying to explain this to Eric, and he doesn't get it. He doesn't have bangs. He doesn't know. So I see comments on the biddy basket. Thank you. Yes, the biddy basket is out. To us in a small circle, we call it the Beth basket because Beth, who is watching, hi Beth, she was the inspiration behind it. And yes, Heather, you probably could have told me that, and I've known that. I've known that I shouldn't have cut my bangs many years ago because it's been 43 years of cutting them, growing them out, cutting them, growing them out. It's real fun. So anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about this cute little thing right here. So this is the biddy basket. Um, Girl, you got okay. My dog is under my arm. The other one's sound asleep. This one's under my arm. So Beth came to join us in the beginning of September for a 2-day weekend and had this cute um little basket sitting on her table full of her clips, and I was admiring it, and I was like, that is the cutest thing ever. I love that. And I jokingly said, can I take it apart so I can so I can sketch it out and make it? I was kidding because I thought it had rivets in it. But it actually on the side had Chicago screws. So we grabbed a screwdriver and dismantled it. And I took pictures and measurements and I scanned it. And I took Beth's basket and I made it into your free project for this month, the Biddy basket. And it's just so cute. I keep making them. I have all the ones from the video here. They're a little squished because they were in my bag and they fell down to the bottom of the bag. But how cute are these for like little treats or your clips? Trying to think, you always have something little jewelry. You could use one for like your rings and your earrings on your dresser. This one, of course, is my favorite because I embroidered on it. I used some variegated thread, so I didn't really know where it was going. It kind of got like a stripy look. It's not my favorite, but I liked it when it was done. And then I put the HTV inside. So this is on the YouTube channel now. Totally free. You can print out the PDF and you can trace it and hand cut it. if you have a cutting machine of any kind, or even a laser like I do, I have a laser and I also have a scan and cut. You can download the SVG. There is a small fee for it, but it's there if you want to use it. If you don't have a cutting machine, you don't need it. If you buy a cutting machine in the future, maybe you get one for the holidays, then you'll have an excuse and you can go buy the SVG. It's the first SVG I've ever done. So yeah, I there's been a lot of debate in the Vandenberg house about SVGs, trying to explain why I should, trying to, convince myself, convince my husband, and then we would kind of go back and forth on like why I shouldn't and why I should. And so I decided to finally do it. And I think it's people are buying it, they're enjoying it. I think it's a good thing. I don't know where the SVG future for so many creations will be, but we're trying it out. So, um, oh, Friday's your crafting day. Oh, that's cool. Very, very cool. So, yes. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. The video I think is like under 15 or just barely 15 minutes. So it's a super quick little project. You download this. It's that weird little shape. That's just your test square. Cut one or two of these out, depending on what you're using and how you want to do it. Nothing says you have to do two pieces of cork. You could use a piece of vinyl. You could use anything that you wanted to use as long as it doesn't fray. You could even do this out of paper if you wanted to. If you're into like paper crafts and you have cardstock and things like that, why couldn't you make these as like little, paper things? I didn't say that in the video because that video will also be shared on the Janome channel. So I have to say less, if you know what I mean. So we didn't in the Janome version, we didn't really talk too much about cutting machines and all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit more watered down version. I have to do what I have to do. But how cute would those be if, if you wanted to make little paper ones, little gifts. I was thinking, and I said this in the Patreon group, and I don't know if I'll follow through on it or not. We'll see. That I thought they might be kind of cute to make some for Thanksgiving and put them at everybody's place setting. We do Thanksgiving at my mom's house, and there's usually like 15 or 16 of us. They would not be embroidered. They might not even be cork. They might be something even more simple. But just to put like a little treat or like a little, place setting, something, there's just so many things you can do with it. And it's that time of the year where we're all starting to make things. Craft fairs are coming up. So Beth, luckily, she had the I don't know, the best idea ever in coming and visiting me. And then she brought her little basket, and little did she know that she would be the inspiration behind this. So oh, Pat, you're gonna make it bigger? Please let me know. I don't see why you could not make this bigger or smaller if you wanted to. I don't know if you'd really want to go smaller, but you could definitely make it bigger. It all depends on how you want to do it. You can enlarge that on a copy machine, even if you had to tape a couple pieces together. You could totally make these in different sizes. So if you do, or if you do something that I didn't do here, something like another spin on it, please show me. I would love to see them. I love to see what you guys do. So, well, that's what I was thinking, Barbara, was like for little party favors. Like, I'm kind of out of that phase of my life. I went through it for a long time where it was like one after another, baby showers, bridal showers, parties, kids things. It was all this stuff all at once. And sometimes you get roped into being in charge of things. So you're like, huh, what can I do for favors that I haven't already done? So why not make cute little things, little reusable things? So according to my neighbors, I'm epic. Beth, I agree. You are epic. All right. Just reading. Becky says, who knows? You might discover something cutting edge with your SVGs. I don't know. I don't know if I will discover anything cutting edge. It might be a different and additional branch of my business, but kind of depends. I have thoughts on SVGs. If you would like to hear them, I'm happy to share. But it kind of just, I don't know that it's something I'm going to get into for everything. Definitely for certain things, but it's just not going to be something that personally I'm putting on every single pattern. So if you saw that and got excited, please don't get too excited. Not all of my bag patterns are really cutting machine compatible. Purses in general are big. So it's not something that I would want to do for everything, but I've been kind of going back and forth and looking at pros and cons of doing SVGs. And for free patterns, it's fine. For pay for patterns, it's kind of tricky for me. Um, yes. So, okay. So that's it on the bitty baskets. Just a little bitty conversation because I don't know what else there is to say about them except they're real cute. You can do them all on the machine if you don't have a rivet setter or if you don't have Chicago screws. You can just do them all on the machine. It can be a little tricky because you're trying to get your foot in here. So sometimes you kind of have to just like squish it down. It's doable, but I like it better when it has a rivet on the side. That's just me personally. So this could also be your excuse of why you need to get a rivet setter if you don't have one. The holidays are coming. Your loved ones might want to buy you something. So throw that out there. Hmm. Okay. So, any questions about this? I think we're all set with that. I told you I don't have a lot for you today because I have to I have to start planning what I'm going to be sewing at the virtual. I have stuff here. I just haven't cut anything out. Oh, Cindy, if you have a cylinder arm, that would be amazing. That would be the best way to sew it. I myself do not have a cylinder arm. I do not have an industrial. So if you have a cylinder arm, you're already set up for success there. All right. Anything else? All right. If you have any questions, because otherwise we're going to be done real soon. I had a couple other things to show you, and it wasn't a lot. I did want to show you this. I don't know if Shelly's here. Did I see Shelly's name? I think I did. Yes, I said good morning to her. Shelly sent me this. How cute is that? It's got little creepy crawlies, little spookies on it. And Shelly, I'm going to say it wrong because I didn't bring the little card over with me. It is the Austin, it's a project based out of Austin, and they artists paint them, and then there's soup, and you get soup. Yeah, I'm butchering this. They're hand painted, and somehow soup comes in them. Shelly, help me. The card's way too far away. Anyway, isn't this cute? So she sent this to me because she knows I love Halloween. What you guys can't see over there is all of my Halloween decorations. Lucky for you, if you are in the virtual retreat, you'll get a view of them all weekend because they're behind my sewing machine. I have my entire, that's all Halloween spooky, and my mantle is all fall, not spooky, just pumpkins. Shelly's going to help me out with this because I want to tell you where this came from properly, and I forgot to bring the card with me. She sent this to me, and you know I have two dogs, and Shelly also has two dogs. Zoe was losing her mind over this box. She needed to know what was in it because she smelled something, and it was obviously Shelly's dogs. Austin Empty Bowl Project. It's a fundraiser for Meals on Wheels in the food bank. See, those are the words I couldn't find. Thank you. So, how cute. I just think it's so cute. I haven't used it yet. It's been sitting on my coffee table because it's just so cute. So, all right. What else? I told you it's going to be a fast one. I don't know if I have anything else for you today. Well, I'm finally going to use some of the vinyl that I bought last year in Florida. So last November. I'm very excited about that. I have some spooky horror movie themed. That's my thing. You know that. And I bought a few of them, and I'm excited because my sister and my mom and I are going away in a few weeks. So this weekend's the virtual, next weekend's our open house, and the weekend after that, I will be in Pennsylvania. So be prepared to be spammed with our spooky trip. We're staying in an old Victorian house, and we're going to Halloween fun nights at an amusement park. And there are t-shirts, there are sweatshirts, there will be a Georgia backpack being made, hopefully this weekend, if I didn't forget everything. Excuse me. And I have my spooky Halloween vinyl. So I'm very excited about that. So let me see here. Yes. So elaborating on the empty bowl project, artists decorate them and you get to pick out a bowl and you get a bowl of soup. I love that. I absolutely love that. Linda, I am looking forward to the open house too. So if you are local or if you are sorry, local-ish, and you want to come and visit, we will have some, why don't I have words today? They've escaped me. We will have some giveaways. We will have some like little, not giveaways, some like raffles. We're going to do some like fun little raffles. We're going to have some sale items. We have court coming, so we should be hopefully restocked before the open house. There are 2 rolls already delivered. I'm waiting for some more to come in. We have some new cork that none of you have seen yet. Very excited. That's going to be for the open house. We have lots of things planned. Next week, I will be cleaning and planning. So if you haven't been to the shop before, or if you were at the shop at some point last year, things have definitely changed. So you can come see what the classroom looks like and how much has changed. The open house is in Broad Alban or Gloversville. Our address is Gloversville. We are technically in the town of Broad Alban. The address was in the newsletter that went out, and it's also on the website on the in-person classes. If you scroll all the way down, our address is there. We will be there Friday the 13th. That was not planned. It happened to be the weekend that we did it last year, but it's Friday the 13th from 2 to 7, and Saturday the 14th from 10 to 3, I think. The times are on the website. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. I'm reading all the comments and then I'm commenting in my head. Sorry. Well, Pat Hale, have fun at your son's wedding. I don't blame you for not being at the virtual retreat. That sounds amazing. We have one more virtual retreat in November, so hopefully you can make it to that one. And if anyone else is interested, so that is the weekend. I think it's the 11th and 12th. Let me double check because I am really not good with dates. Yes, the last virtual retreat for the year is the 10th and 11th and 12th of November. And then we'll probably do our little free Christmas party, couple of hour kind of thing, again in December at some point. We'll figure that out. I have a lot of things I have to figure out, and I'm still slowly getting back into it. It's hard when you've been gone like one thing after another. I'm trying so hard to get back into the swing of things, and I just feel like I'm so behind. So, you saw the cutest plastic pumpkin with an outdoor stack light. I want to go crazy decorating, but I also know that it's only for a weekend and I can't. So I'm just going to do some minimal decorating at the shop. I have some things that people gave me last year, I have a witch's hat wreath, and then I also have a horror movie cast wreath. Actually, it's very similar to this. This is my shirt that I have on today. So I have those to hang up, and then I have some pumpkins. I'm not gonna go crazy, crazy. So yeah, so that's kind of what I have planned for us for the next few weeks. So next Friday we'll do another little virtual tour. If you haven't been to the shop in a while, or if you're new here, don't, girls, girls. I can't control them. Guys, enough. I can throw a plastic pumpkin at them. Hey, stop it. Okay. No, I have no idea. I have no idea what that noise was. So we do have some new cork coming. I have some new cork that's come in already that just has not gotten onto the website yet. I am very behind. I only have so many pumpkins to throw. I'm glad the barking doesn't bother you because I can't make them stop. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. I have no idea what they're barking. Zoe, get down. It's FedEx. That's what they're barking at. I just saw him walk up my driveway. It'll end soon, I promise. Girls. So anyway, who wants a dog? They're so annoying. When we're doing the virtual and I'm on Zoom, I can mute myself. I can't mute myself here, and I can't mute them. Are you done? Are you done? There is a bench underneath the window, and the window is next to the driveway, so they can see literally everything. Can you just get over it? I heard him leave. You're done. Good job. Okay. Oh my goodness. They do have to have the last word always. They're like my mother in that way. It's fine. Okay, are we done? No. Okay. Well, I'm ignoring them now. So, what else do we have for today other than barking dogs and little bitty baskets? I don't think I really have anything. So, do you have any questions for me? Because I will probably call it a day if you don't. Are we done? Are we done? Okay. Oh my goodness. Was that? Oh, the only other thing I wanted to say while you think of anything that you need to know about me, um, they are security dogs. They are louder than any dogs we've ever had. This one right here, yeah, she won't do anything. She is all bark. The other one will bite you. She has bit people before when they come to our yard. This one is a giant chicken. She won't do anything. So, okay, we have two questions. What is the virtual retreat? And then I knew the next question was coming, Cindy. What is a virtual retreat? So about 5 or 6 times a year, we have little get-togethers. So you can sign up on the website and you get a little goodie bag and you hang out on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's set hours that I'm available. You are not obligated to come to all those hours. If you decided you wanted to pop in and out, a lot of people do that. You have to have access to Zoom. You don't have to know much about it, just how to log in. And if your login can be your first name, that's really helpful. And we just all set up our tablets or our computers or whatever we're using, and we sew all weekend. We chat about nonsense. We ask each other questions and opinions. We show off. We like highlight somebody as soon as they finish something so everybody can ooh and ah over it. It's just basically a way to have a weekend of sewing without having to leave your house. It was an idea from several people here back in 2020, 2021, when we were home and we really couldn't leave. So we were just kind of talking about the idea. I did one thinking we would not do anymore because I thought we were just kind of trying out something new and we would see how it went. And it went pretty well. So we've been doing this now. I think this is our third year, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we started in 21, and then we did 22, and now 23. So we have a core group that comes almost every time, but we always have new people too. I know we have some new people for this one. We did for last time. So it's just a really nice way to sew and not be totally by yourself. I thought it was a kind of a crazy idea to think about trying to sit here and sew and watch a monitor of some kind. I thought no one's going to want to do that. But once we all kind of got into the rhythm and just, we don't even pay attention anymore. We'll sit and have a conversation, walk away, come back to it, go, hey, look, do you like this? And we do little, door prizes and things. Yes. Yep. So everyone sews together just through their cameras. But yeah, it's really fun. And if you're working on anything of mine, which you are not obligated to, if you're working on something of mine, I'm here to ask, or I'm here to ask. I ask a lot of questions. I'm here to answer questions. If you're working on something that is not mine and you're stumped, we try to, help you out as best as we can. So if you wanted to join, you would go onto my website. We have one more for this year coming up in November. You would go on and pay for your spot in the virtual retreat. You get your goodie bag, you get all your things, and then the times are listed on there, and the times are Eastern Standard Time, because I'm in New York. So we meet. I want to say it's like 15 or 20 hours throughout the entire weekend. It's really funny. So definitely get on there. So yes, my dogs are protecting me, I know. And that FedEx man was obviously here with harm in mind. I don't know what he delivered. Hopefully it was something good. It might have even been something for them. Okay, so Pat wants to know what earrings I have on, and Cindy wants to know if we have new jewelry. So the earrings that I am wearing are my my ghost face earrings. I don't really keep a lot of earrings for myself. I end up giving them away or selling them or wearing them for like a minute and then they're not mine. But these I did keep. And I also have, I think, my hockey mask from Friday the 13th. And I have a few other pairs, but I don't keep a lot of my own earrings because they just end up being somebody else's. So, do we have any new earrings? Not right now. I am trying so hard. Um, Being gone July, August, September, and then right into the beginning of October. And then with all the stuff that we have lined up has really cut into that. That was my plan for yesterday. It did not happen. I had other things I had to do. But I'm hoping that maybe early next week I can get some stuff on the website. So don't give up hope on jewelry. It just takes me a little bit and I'm super behind with everything. And I'm trying to use my time to get things recorded because I have not been able to do a lot of tutorials either. So I'm trying to prioritize. There is only one of me and there's only so much time in the day. So, um thank you. I have not gotten in any new acrylics. No. So hopefully we will have some of those coming in too, but whatever we do for Halloween and fall earrings will probably be some of the acrylics from last year. But hopefully I can get some new shapes and some new styles done. I don't have anything brand new for the moment. Again, I have not been home, so I haven't been able to really get anything ordered. Um, let's see here. Oh, Sherry, thank you. That's very sweet of you. I'm glad you found my channel too. Um, it's funny. We just celebrated our, 20,000 not that long ago. And I kind of, just because I've been busy and I've been running all over the place, I happened to look the other day and I was like, oh my God, we hit 21,000. I didn't even realize that. And this is when I felt the biggest impact of that, of like how many people, have really, found my channel and have come here is last year when we did the holiday swap. I was blown away at the fact that we had 40 people sign up. I was like, wow, that's a lot of people. This year we had close to 70. That is a huge jump. I mean, to me, yes, I know there are swaps out there that have hundreds. I'm totally fine with where we're at. But it was 3 pages, 3 separate pages of me having to write everyone's names down, get email addresses, get everything. It's crazy to me. Going, and I just saw somebody had just said, did you go to Florida? I did go to Florida. I got back from Florida, from So Magical on the 26th or 27th. So I literally just got back last week. I have barely been home for a full week. Um, Going there and talking to people and having people like recognize me and say like, oh, I watched your channel or I watched your video. And I've gotten that for a little while, and it's probably partly me, but also there's so many people on YouTube that I think in a way some people confuse all of us for each other. People kind of forget, or they watch one of my videos but they subscribe to someone else, that kind of stuff. When people will come up and say like, "Oh, I watch you." I'm like, "Oh, I always say thank you." I'm like, "That's awesome." And I always take it with a grain of salt because they might be confusing me for somebody else or they might watch my videos. This time the amount of people that called Barb and Eric by their first names, or that specifically said, and I watched the video when you did this, and I was like, oh, you really do watch me. Like it feels so real. It feels so different from like any other year. And it's fun to watch things grow. And I do really enjoy having my channel and I enjoy making videos. And I kind of feel guilty, but I also feel kind of sad that I have not been able to upload that much. My calendar system that I had with all of my dates and telling me when to film stuff kind of fell apart because I have not been home. And every time I've been home, it's been a few weeks till the next event, and I've been making kits and hi Zoe. I've been, putting things together, doing things that take a lot of time. Traveling is not the hard part. It was all the kits that I was doing and all the packing and everything. And then reordering stuff in the meantime. It just got kind of chaotic. So that's why there's no jewelry right now. And that's why there's, I'm getting back into tutorials. I wish that things were not boom, boom, boom. I wish that they were more spread out, but unfortunately I don't make the things. I don't decide on the dates. So, um, Cindy, Florida was amazing. I did do a video. We talked about that last week if you want to check that out. And I also have a recap video that I also have to get edited. I think 3 more videos kind of lined up that have to just get edited and put on the website or on the YouTube channel, whatever. I don't know what's happening. And then I have more things that I have to do. So I'm trying to squeeze something into every single day as much as I possibly can without completely burning myself out, because I really don't want to get sick or to just get sick of what I'm doing, if that makes sense. So, oh, Mary. Well, it was so nice to meet. It's always nice to meet people. I love meeting people. I have a great time. I'm so glad to go to events like So Magical and So Magical and meet people. And I always will find at least one person that either it'll be afterwards or it'll be like a very casual conversation where they're like, well, I didn't want to come up and say anything. I didn't know if that was weird. I didn't want to introduce myself. And I'm like, please do. Please, please come up and introduce yourself. Like, tell any of us. Just be like, I watch you. I like your patterns. I like your channel, whatever it is. It's, it feels very validating because we do this for free and we put ourselves out there. We hope that you all like it, but we have no idea what's really happening behind the scenes, except for the handful of trolls that are mean to us. We don't know if you're really enjoying it and if you actually like our videos. So it's always nice to hear. It's always, and I will never be weirded out. I will never be like, oh, no, I want you to come up and be like, I like your videos and I know what your dog's name is. I'm like, that's awesome. Like, that feels really fun to me. So, and they're both sleeping right now. You don't need to know what their names are, but they're asleep. Here is a question. Okay, hold on. When you fuse, I have to squint. When you fuse HTV on cork, what temperature in the heat press and for how long? That's a great question. I have not been using my heat press for these because I was being really lazy. Um, my heat press is usually set around 300. I usually don't alter it much from there because if I'm doing interfacing or sublimating or anything, it's usually it's usually right around 300. 300 is a pretty good place to start. With HTV, I would probably start with like 10, maybe 15 seconds. You can overdo it, but it's harder to overdo it than you think. And I do it with my iron a lot because it's just convenient. I had the iron running when I was making the video, so that's what I was using. Um, but it does not take a long time. So if you want to use an iron, I just kind of like move it back and forth a few seconds, like kind of slowly. I don't hold it or anything. I just kind of keep moving it. And it's hard to describe, but you can see it. Like you can see when the clear carrier sheet is starting to come off. The 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 vinyl underneath changes. I don't know how to describe it, but you'll see and you can tell that it's time to take it off. And if you start to peel the carrier sheet off and it's starting to come off really easily, then you're good. And then I'll still just lightly iron on top of that again. But try starting with any of this kind of stuff around 300. And less is more. Do 10 seconds. If that's not enough, do a few more seconds. But I don't really use the heat press for super long periods of time, really, with anything. I think the longest might be maybe 45 seconds. Like, I don't go too crazy, crazy. Um, you know what? Coming to So Magical would be amazing. I'm sure living in Norway, it would be expensive. But if you get the chance, if it's something that you can do, what a cool experience. Like, it's a very, very fun thing. And remember, there's different events depending on what fills, your needs best. So Magical is going to be a variety of classes where you get to pick whatever you want. There's different skills, there's different crafts, and then there's the vendors. Where So Magical, that might be something that fits into your schedule or into your kind of comfort zone better. So Magical, you do the same classes. You don't have to choose anything. Kits are done for you. Machines are brought in for you. And there's little pop-up shop shopping, but it's nothing crazy as far as the vendors. So there's different things that might work for you. And there's also cruises, which I don't know anything about the cruises, except that everybody goes and has fun. That's about all that I know. Okay, does HTV have two sides? It does not. It has, so how do I say this? Um, you are only peeling off of one side. I don't have a piece with me, but if we look at this, see that right there? This is the glitter part. So on the back of that glitter part is the adhesive part. It doesn't feel adhesive. You don't feel any stickiness like you would think of with like if you've worked in vinyl, which Cindy, I know you said you did some like Stampin' Up. If you've worked in anything in there, any kind of vinyl or sticky stuff, it doesn't feel like it. It feels totally smooth. But you can tell it's the back because it's kind of like a matte finish. On the front is clear plastic, and it's pretty thick. It can, especially with the glitter, it can be really, really thick. So you lay down the wrong side on the wrong side of the cork. Once you iron or press it down, you peel off the plastic. The plastic is quite heavy on the glitter. On the printed stuff, it's not as heavy, but you're only peeling one thing away because the adhesive part is not sticky. It's heat activated. So you don't, once you put it down and put heat on it, that's when it adheres to whatever you're putting it on. So I think I got all of that. Let me see. I think I got all your questions. Did I miss anything? I'm just looking. All right. I think I got all your questions. And all right. So the last thing I just wanted to say, and then we'll probably call it a day because I have to go cut something out. I have nothing to sew. And I was laying in bed last night thinking, do I even have thread? I'm pretty sure I do, but I don't have anything cut out to sew. All of you who are in the holiday swap, you are killing it with your questions in the group. I know that not everybody who's in the swap is on Facebook. I totally understand it was not a requirement. But if you are and you're in the group, I see all the questions and I love what you guys are doing. I think it's so awesome. You're asking so many questions and you're just like kind of you're getting to know each other without even realizing it. I hope your partners are answering. I know that's the goal here. But it's also think of it this way too, even if your partner doesn't answer. And I know that everybody likes something different. I get that even if your partner doesn't answer, some of the answers you get from other people might help you to make a decision. It might also help you to, figure out some other things that you want to do or even meet some friends, see people that you have stuff in common with. And maybe it'll also help you feel more comfortable posting. I know sometimes people get kind of, you know, iffy about wanting to post things, but that's what it's there for. That's what the group is there for. So I've been watching and I've been looking at all the answers, and I don't know, excuse me, I don't know off the top of my head who's partners with who. It's all written down, but I don't have it in front of me. So when someone posts, I'm like, oh, I wonder which one is their partner. Is one of them? And I'm watching all the answers, and it's been really fun. And it was Amy the other day. I loved her approach with this. She said, what is your favorite color hardware? My favorite color. So just in case her partner happened to see it, she threw that out there too. So think about that when you're posting. That's kind of fun to do because remember, the swap is a secret. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, we have our handmade holiday swap. Um, And so you're allowed to ask like secret questions because you don't want to say like, hey, so and so, because you don't want them to know that you're making something for them. So everyone's kind of just being like, hey, partner, I have these colors. Which one do you like best? There have been pictures of corks labeled, which ones are your favorite. There's been like bag size and hardware color and all these questions. It's been super fun, but have fun with it. That's the number one is have fun with it. It's not about like, what if it wasn't the best work I've ever done? Or what if my partner's a better sewer than I am and I disappoint them? That's not what it's about. It's about having fun, meeting people, surprising yourself with what you can do. It's fun and I love watching it. So it's been super fun. If you are still sitting on the sidelines saying, man, I wish I would have signed up, do it next year. Everybody that does it has a great time with it. We have so many people that do it every single year. They hound me until I get the information because they want to make sure it's happening again. So, just do it. Don't be afraid. I think the biggest fear is that like what if my skills aren't good enough? Trust me, they are. Your skills are good enough. You don't think that they are, but they are. So, definitely consider for the next time. This is our third or fourth year. I keep saying I have no idea. I think it's the third. but it could also be the 4th. I'm very confused. I don't remember. Somebody can correct me if they remember. So, yeah, I've been having a great time reading everyone's questions. It's been fun. You good? What are you doing? All right. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day unless you have any other questions. Now's your chance. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a day and I'm reaching the wrong way. There you are. Um, we're going to get ready for the virtual retreat. And I have to show you this. Tell me if your dog does this. So we're petting, I stop, and she will put her head right back in my hand because she needs more. She needs all the attention. So, does your dog do that or your cat? All right. I'm checking. I think I got everyone. Shelly, you are the only one that has perfect attendance for all the virtuals, and I hope that never stops. And I am sorry again, we did not include Canada and we did not do this internationally. I know a few of you really wanted to participate. If we had enough people that wanted to do it within Canada, that would be fine because then I would have to have you swap together. But I can't ask somebody to, the shipping fees and all the stuff and everything that you guys get charged when you have to pick up packages from the United States. So I know that it's disappointing, but I have to do what works best for us. So if that changes in the future, which I hope it does, then we can definitely do something with that, but it's just too hard. It feels really unfair to me to have somebody be forced to pay for international shipping. So that is why right now we do keep it to just the United States. So, all right. No, I know. I know you're teasing, but there are several people in Canada that really wanted to join and I just can't do it. But maybe you need to be my ambassador and get some Canadian folks together. Maybe you do a So Many Creations swap on your side. How about that? You could help me out and then you can be in the swap. All right. I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be it for now. So go get your Biddy basket pattern. Have fun with that. If you have questions for me, you know how to get a hold of me. Please, please do not message me on Facebook. Whether it's through the business page or my personal page, Facebook is awful with notifications, and I don't run my business through my personal page. If you have questions for me, emailing me is always the best way to get an answer. And if it's something that has to do with an order, then you have two of us that can answer questions. So please just avoid Facebook altogether as far as Messenger. All right. Come to QuiltCon Canada in Edmonton. Tell me more because I did not know that was a thing. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. QuiltCon in Canada. That sounds freaking awesome. I've never been to Edmonton. Well, if Catherine, I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Catherine, if you want to send me any information or like a little reminder, if you want to send me an email, let me know. If that's something that I am able to do, that sounds really fun. And I did not even know that was a thing. So, I'm always looking at new adventures. So, if you want to send me some information, because I will forget, because I'm very forgetful. Otherwise, I will try to look that up. That sounds really cool. So, Cindy, I don't think anything you said was rude, so don't worry. I know it. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Get enough Canadians and they'll work it out between themselves. Yes, they will, but I'm also here to facilitate that. So I know you did not mean that in a rude way. No worries about that. Is that it? Is that it? I think that's it. My dogs are gonna start barking again, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll see you next Friday. Goodbye.